Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and I'm a victim. When a defendant killed someone while driving drunk is released without the victim's family being notified. Oh, that's what happened to me. When a defendant who killed someone while driving drunk is released without the victim's family being notified, it creates a dangerous and deeply unsettling situation. The family is already traumatized. I was already traumatized by my loss, and others will be by their loss. Now, I know what it was like to encounter him that infamous day. Go face to face with he and his mother. I got PTSD from it. But I wasn't in any danger because it was in the courthouse. But think about it out on the main street. Think how dangerous that could be to you. To me, I wasn't in danger, but I did get PTSD and still have it. It's unfair. When you're dealing with a drunk driver who kills, they normally have several times been arrested or stopped for drunk driving. They have taken anger management courses like Dennis did. A lot of good it did. He was supposed to not be drinking because he was on a bond. But there's Facebook pictures out there with him drinking with family members. His mother. Now, while I'm not saying that everybody who is a drunk who kills somebody comes from a situation that could be dangerous for a victim if they happen to meet them on the street. But let's face it. Let's face it. How many of these people have been arrested so many times, have so many things, so many times been arrested, so many times bonded out? How many times? Do you think they're really safe to be around? Do you think they're really in the community? Do you think they really are sorry they did something? No. Some of them, their families, and their friends and relatives, possibly gang members. This is not the cream of the crop, folks. I'm sorry. If you're a drunk and driving down the road, you must be a drunk at work. You must be a drunk at home. So you're not the cream of the crop. It's dangerous for us. Because in some cases, offenders or their families have harassed and loved the loved ones of victims to intimidate them into silence. In Marcy's case, he killed her when he found her out in the street. Without proper notification, victims' families lack the means to protect themselves or to mentally prepare for such encounters. I was so shocked in that hallway when I turned around and I was face to face so close I could smell his cologne and touch him. Worse yet, if the defendant has a history of reckless behavior or substance abuse, there is significant risk for reoffending, endangering more lives, including those of a grieving family. This failure within the system prioritizes the rights of the offender over the safety and emotional well-being of those who are already suffering. Me. Marcy's Law, which I just referred to, which came about by the murder of Marcy. Marcy's Law seeks to prevent this injustice by ensuring that victims and their families are informed of any changes of the offender's status, including decisions about release or bail. And bail and bonds, it's not a joke, because they've been in and out so many times and bonded out so many times, they know how to circumvent the law. And there are not enough probation officers, and DUI cases, murder, crash cases are deemed less important. Deemed less important. However, even with Marcy's Law in place, after somebody already has been murdered by somebody that she put in jail, and she thought he was in jail. I believe it was for spousal abuse. Many families feel left undone. I know I was. I know this is a touchy situation, a touchy topic. But the fact is that when it comes to fighting to get justice for our loved one, we have to make a decision. Number one, to understand our rights and be the squeaky wheel. Two, to decide if we can get through this. If we have the stamina, the money, the help to get through this. That is your decision. It's not for everyone. Thank you. I hope the information that I've given you will help you make the right decisions. For me, at a different time, I fought. But I am alone and financially stable enough that I could fight. I wish you all the best, and I hope that in some ways I have helped you make a decision. Thank you.